Hello, I am Bentham, and this is Aavak, Stijo, and Arumba, and welcome back to Factorio MASA, where I'm in the middle of a copper deposit that we should probably start building some trains on. How do we get the trains over here?
By asking them nicely.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask somebody else.
I say just, like, straight through the main bus, demolish everything in the way. It looks like it lines up with the middle of the the 4 iron lines. That should be fine.
No.
just that long pause. No.
So what's everyone else doing?
I'm rebuilding my power armor at the moment.
I'm going to dodge your mom joke. I was dodging it, man. Come on.
But then you mentioned that, so you sort of half did it.
Exactly. Just like I half did.
You're terrible.
I know.
There we go.
See, Joe, I'm not a big fan of your current setup for underground belt. The red underground belt's never being made unless the chest is completely full of regular underground belt. Or sorry,
That's
regular
not how that works.
level 2 belt. Come, just trust me, it's fucked up.
Until
It's
what?
wrong.
Until what?
Unless you've used a fast inserter to feed the underground belt machine, which is slower than the... Sorry, you've used a long-handed inserter, which is slower than a fast inserter. So all of the underground, the regular red belt goes into a chest before the underground belt ever gets any stuff. So he just never builds.
Until there's red belt in the chest.
Yeah, but you don't need... It's not 100% red belt. You kind of need underground belt too.
Yeah, well, if the factory wasn't entirely red belt for no reason, then we'd be fine.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, this is the easier way of doing it, alright? If we... Let me find a circuit. Bump, bump. Let me just make wires.
No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just say his system's dumb and mine's better. We're going to go like
Bump.
this.
No, don't do that. There's absolutely
just-
no need.
No, yeah, this is better. Done. Sorted. Let's leave.
This is great for me. I'm just like, no, we should do this. No, we should do that. No, don't do that. That's terrible. Do this. I have no idea what's going on. It's great.
You don't want to know.
You're
I have
probably
no
right. It's
idea
probably
what you're
some-
currently trying to do. Oh, I see. Yeah, alright.
What is up with the wire condition on this thing?
Oh my god.
That's this is how he was limiting them. It was based on the logistics network. Effectively, the
No, see, Joe, I'm not going to be a dick here, but it's fucked up, man. Look, it's not working because you've got it set up so that it's not gonna make red underground belt unless if there's more than 200 underground belt in the logistics system, then it's not gonna make red underground belt. And the problem is that it's the logistics
Why?
system you've
Why
tied it
isn't
to. Because
it
you did it. I don't know. I'm just telling you messed it up. And you're getting all bitter and stuff about it because you just think that you're the only person who knows how to handle this wire conditions. It's not right.
I'm getting better. I haven't even said anything.
Every time I've come over here to talk about this thing, you get on my case
Yeah, you
about
keep
how it's not
breaking
right.
it. Yeah.
I'm not
Fucking
breaking
leave
it.
it be. It works fine.
No, it doesn't. You come over here and look at it, tell me it's working fine when it makes no belt at all. For fuck's sake, man.
I'm just here quietly setting up my my minor layout.
Alright, does it work fine?
It doesn't. If it
He
did, there'd
wishes
be
that it
underground
would-
belt in the machine.
he would like it to prioritize, I guess, or
No,
balance
that's not-
underground belt
That's
with.
not it. There's
Okay.
underground belt in the logistics system right now. Regular yellow underground belt. And the way
Yeah.
you have it set up, it will never make red underground belt now. Ever.
Why?
Because there's 200 plus underground belt in the system.
Yes.
it's not gonna
the
try to
machine-
upgrade.
The machine makes underground belt.
No, the one that makes it into red. The red belt
Yes.
maker, underground belt maker, cannot make more.
Yes, it can.
No,
yeah,
it can't.
the
Why
red
isn't
under-
it making it right
okay, allow me to quickly look over the conditions. The enable condition, that is when this inserter is going to be active, is if there is more than 200 yellow underground belts in the logistics network. So by what you've just said, and that is that there is more than 200 yellow underground belt in the logistics network, that inserter is active. You can tell it's active because it's got a little green light next to it, not a little red light, like on the actual icon. Once it's operating on circuit conditions, it'll have a little like yes, no light, which will be red or green depending. So that is active and will unload.
Okay, but watch. The issue is, if you hadn't taken this thing apart, so it would actually build something.
Fine from here.
Look, watch. It's not going to make underground belt.
Why is it not make? It seems to be making underground belt just fine.
To be fair, there was no red.
What?
I am not crazy. It was not working a second ago when it should have been.
The reason you're okay. The belt manufacturing factory is unloading red belt into the requester chest until there's 1,000 red belt in the logistics network. At that point, it'll stop trying to take the red belt out of the factory into the logistics chest. At that point, the long-handled inserter that Steve has put down between the underground belt and the belt factory will gain priority and will start loading red belt into the red underground belt factory, and it'll start producing. The reason it isn't producing right now is that there isn't 1,000 plus red underground belt in the logistics network. There's only 600. So what Steedro's set up is it will not make any red underground belt unless there is at least 1,000 red belt already in the network. Does that make sense?
I'm not an idiot.
Then why were you saying that?
Why are you stressing out over it then? It works fine, dude.
It doesn't.
It
I have had to
does.
come over there. I have had to manually handcraft underground belt for like the last four episodes because your system is not built in a way that makes sense.
Then
And when I was over there at the beginning of this video, I was standing there waiting for it to make underground belt, and it wasn't grabbing regular underground belt because there was 200 stored in the system because we had done some upgrades or something. Robots had taken the crap out of our inventory, put it into the logistics system. It wasn't being requested over, and so as long as there was enough yellow underground belt in the logistics system, it would never upgrade to red belt.
There's nothing like there's absolutely no connection to the logistics system for making red belt in regards to yellow belt. It bypasses it with this red long-handed inserter that I'm standing beside. So regardless, there could be a million yellow underground belt. It doesn't make any fucking difference. It'll still make red belt.
No, watch the video, man. It wasn't making it.
Oh.
It had everything it needed except for the yellow
I've
underground belt.
added a condition that will now balance them by adding a wire and saying if there's less underground belt than there is red belt, then don't unload the red belt. Let the underground belt facility get the belt first. So that'll mean that we've got exactly the same amount of underground belt to red belt in the logistics. Is that better for you?
Out of interest, does that work circuit and logistics at the same time?
I believe it does.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty cool.
I could be very wrong about that, but I believe that it cares about both of them.
I think you're wrong. Because it should be unloading. Oh no, maybe you're right.
Let me just grab all of this belt out of there and we'll see. No, there you are.
Correct.
It's turned on.
The circuit network condition will never be met though,
What's that?
because you're hardly ever going to have more underground belt than red belt. You should change that circuit condition to like 50 fast underground belt. So if there's less than 50, then it stops pulling out.
But then at that point, you may as well just use it on the network condition and say if there's less than 50, stop unloading. If that makes sense. Because one would stop the other. You're basically writing the same condition.
I honestly, there's no problem with it before.
Well, we'll leave it as it is for now. And if we come across any problem in the future, we can further refine the circuitry.
We have some bot charging issues. I'm going to build some more Roboports. I'm going to try and build them like down here and hope that they still help. Otherwise, I'll just build some more next to them.
Yeah, sure. And it'll also add a little bit of extra logistics coverage. Though I guess it doesn't really matter too much. We're not actually producing anything down there.
Oh, nothing's lined up. I hate this with Roboports.
Oh, you're another one of those people who needs the orange
Must be in a grid.
orange square to be in a perfect grid. Yeah, sometimes I get a little bit obsessed with that, and I'm like demolishing parts of my factory in order to make room.
Oh yeah.
I used to
leave gaps everywhere. Try and make it work.
Most of the time you want more Roboports than that grid allows anyway, so...
I don't use robots that heavily, so usually I don't.
Yeah, to be honest, I rarely make use of the robots in the same way that you do, to be fair, Studio. You're very bot heavy.
Holy crap, a million robots coming at me, what's happening?
This is the only thing I use bots for.
You just gave them a charging port. They're all like, I need juice!
Wow, we really needed this. This is good.
No, because they were going to the other one just up there. I guess, well, I suppose.
Well, I think it's like, because there's ones that are out of charge going to this one. I think it's because they're like, even though I'll run out of charge on my way there, it's still better to go to that Roboport than wait in a queue for an hour for the other one.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I think that might be the logic.
I wish it was priority with that sort of stuff, actually. Like, if they're all sat next to one Roboport waiting, but then one nearby opens up, they might switch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seems like this helps. I mean, see if you're going to put in like multiple, put them in up here where like all the issue is. There's a bit of room here to squeeze another one in.
Okay. On my way. Actually, I'm going to be annoying and I'm going to stick them there.
Is the sign still not working? I see no blue.
What sign?
Science.
Oh, we're probably just... Ooh, be right back. Need to go and deal with some stuff. Yeah, we're really low on some resources.
I think it's mostly copper right now. Iron's kind of been sorted, but we're just not smelting enough to really make enough green circuits.
No
Oh dear.
filter inserters. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while now.
And that's because of no fast inserters, which is because of no standard inserters, which is because they're all being put into a full steel chest worth of space. So it's taking, which has priority over being turned into fast insert. What? This is not.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not listening.
Look at the who built it tag. I know I did not do filter
Well, I can't tell. It's someone has unlimited the chest that inserters are being put into. So until there are, what is it, 50?
No, it's 200 until there's 200 inserters in the system.
Well, until there's 2,500 inserters in this chest, none is gonna. Oh, now it's being moved. Well, there are wires, I think, but we're just getting no filter inserters because all the normal inserters are being loaded into.
It's fine. There was a sign the wrong way around.
Okay, so now it's working.
Yes.
Hooray! I am a very big fan of things working, I must confess.
But now, until we have 2,500 filter inserters, none will be put into the sign.
That's a lot of filter inserters.
Was that also a backward sign?
Yeah.
Okay. I fixed blue science. in a certain sense.
Hooray! Bentham is best Factorio player. I would like the
Once I
ability
was
to
the one who found
request more
something
logistic
that
things.
made my mind break.
I need more logistics.
You know, it's bad when I'm like, what the hell have you done?
You're probably going to feel a little deflated when I say this, but I was honestly expecting you to, after at some point, say, "Oh no, I did this." Damn. I was just waiting for it, and then it didn't happen. And it was like, oh, that's okay. I'm glad it's got fixed, but it would have been more funny if the other.
You think I've built something on the main bus?
Oh, that's true.
I just come back here occasionally being like, oh, there's a new thing. I will steal all of it.
This is not a place that I venture very often. It frightens me.
I just spend my time looking at the belts and seeing if more splitters will make the balancing better. Speaking of, the iron supply is not great at the moment. I don't know why it is. I haven't looked at the train system since, holy crap.
Yeah.
What is this? So many bots, so many waiting to charge.
Yep.
I told all the construction robots to move that iron back to storage because all the construction robots weren't doing anything.
Ah, okay.
So repurposed them into temporary logistic robots via deconstruction.
Of course, that's a really good way of thinking about it. I mean, I usually think of that as just like a side effect, but if you actively have a lot of construction robots in the network, then yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
So
well,
what
then
happened?
I probably did something wrong, Steve.
Probably.
No, you did something right.
This
There
system here.
there seems to be a lot of robots charging.
Yeah, there are a lot of robots charging.
Yeah, we're sort of getting no iron through.
Yeah, they're unloading all of the iron ore. I guess it needed to be done
Okay,
eventually.
so they are grabbing this stuff here. So when this is done, things will improve.
We can help them along though, and I strongly recommend we do.
I will use the ridiculous amount of inventory space that mods have given me.
Hooray! Blessed are the mods.
I can't even see the chests to put the stuff in.
Scroll in
There's
really,
one.
really close. It'll be fine. Oh dear lord. I've got so much ore in my inventory. There we go. There we go. Bentham, we are robot heroes right now. We'll go down in the annals of history. The liberators of the construction bots. When they eventually
Think about it,
build
people
Titans.
work so much faster than bots. If you have if you're doing an MMO Factorio game, you just employ someone to be a bot. Like, hey, just carry 50 stacks of iron in this direction.
Yep.
I had a fisherman once.
Really?
I want fishing. I want fishing with inserters to be a thing again.
Oh,
Somebody
I
make that a mod.
know.
Fishing via inserters, they would actually pick up the fish.
Yeah, they used
It
to.
used to work,
That is
but
hilarious.
they changed what fish are in terms of.
Yeah. I was
Things.
really disappointed with that because, in my games, it was never really practical. It was just this little thing I would do for just giggles, really. I'd set up a box with an inserter just next to a lake, and then every so many hours I'd come back and check how many fish have my inserters caught.
Yeah, there used to be a mod that gave you a super long-handed inserter that was it had a really big catchment area, so it could actually catch fish.
Wow, that's really clever that someone actually put that together.
Yeah, I used it for my Mega Train campaign because I had a full cargo wagon full of fish. That was like a
I do
Bob's
love the
Mark
idea
III cargo wagon.
I do love the idea of it's like some sort of futuristic sci-fi fishing thing of just no one lives in the fishing village anymore. It's just a factory, and they're just arms hovering over the water, and then every now and then they suddenly jump down and grab one and deposit it on a line and go back. I'm imagining it like abandoned years after humanity has died. It's still fishing.
There's like the gardener golems in Laputa, Castle in the Sky.
Exactly. They're all hanging with moss and stuff.
Yep. See, I like to imagine that in the far-flung future, the robots may even have been somehow accidentally the cause of our demise. They're the only ones left anyway, but they're just going around doing whatever they were prone to do. Kind of Wall-E, only in a more post-apocalyptic kind of... Well, I mean, Wall-E was kind of post-apocalyptic, but more desolate Earth rather than just, just lots of crap everywhere. Right, what are you up to at the moment, Manglepork?
I was just I scared myself by clicking on the alerts, and I was really zoomed in. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? A red screen with flashing yellow in the middle. And I'm like, oh yeah, pollution. Horrible, horrible pollution.
Yeah, we are producing a fair old bit. Thankfully, the biters are so few and far between, it's not really an issue. Did you wall off the
On
copper?
that copper deposit in the end.
I have no idea. And we finally finished the robot worker's eyes.
Oh, we actually got it. Jesus.
Yeah, took a
I'll
while.
go back to efficiency modules 3.
Yeah, I think we should be
auto
on
research.
cargo size 2. Yeah.
There's I think the default command is like Shift T will bring up the auto research priority thing, and you can prioritize stuff so that it stops
Oh.
picking up stuff we don't need.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, so it is. Thank you. That is really, really useful.
Yeah, because we
By the
don't
way,
really need
if anyone
efficiency
has-
3.
If anyone has alien artifacts on them, don't forget to dump them in the chest.
Oh yeah, auto trench it is.
Yeah, I've still got my alien artifact set up as auto trash, thankfully.
Well, at the moment,
Right.
it's just a steel chest here. I guess I'll change it into a requester.
Okay, well, looking at the time,
Wow.
Monsieur
Nice.
Bentham.
Do you have a flashy thing? Do you actually? How do you?
I'll just
How do you?
finish.
How do you know already?
I look at the
Someone
clock
don't
when
like
we
you.
start.
Aavak does
go.
actually have the flashy thing though.
Yeah. How do you actually pay attention to the clock that well? Too much work, man.
Well, my clock is in my FPS overlay when I'm recording, so it's on my screen at all times.
I have a clock, but it's tiny. And so I only remember to look at it after someone has already told me to.
I'm glad you put the L in there.
Really? Really?
Yep,
What?
I went there.
What?
They said he had a clock, but it was tiny.
Anyway, I've set up a requester chest to bring all the...
I love how he's like,
artifacts in.
anyway, I've just done this other stuff. I'm not even going to grace that with a response, Dijo. You've heard my
As it
feelings.
turns out that there were a bunch of alien artifacts in storage, I think, and now being put where they're supposed to be.
Hooray!
And next episode, I don't know, I'll probably go back over to the copper deposit and build more miners.
I might go over
Maybe
there with him,
train, I
set up
don't
some
know.
defenses. Big fan of defenses. We need
That's
a
what I'm
train
saying.
that just moves around with light oil to fuel all of our flamethrowers that are going to be built everywhere.
Yes, I like this idea.
Hooray!
I also need to make some closed-circuit train vision,
Okay.
so I don't have to be somewhere to look
You
at
do
things.
realize you will never have enough time to do all of this stuff. Let us
I
end
know.
the episode now before you promise even more things that we're not going to be able to accomplish in the next one.
Alright, well with that we shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and we shall see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
See you soon.